Being in love is a real thing, and that's why they say love is blind. When you're in love with somebody, it can stop you from seeing the clear red flags that's there. And that's why sometimes when you see your friends or family in relationships, it is easy for you to see how the other person in their life is making a lot of mistakes, but they can be really defensive when you talk about it to them. And sometimes it could even mean that you and them could not be friends, or you have disjointed relationships because of the fact that they are in love. Now, for women, this even goes deeper. Women invest a lot of things into relationships, just like men. But in particular, when you're a woman like Shirley Strawberry, you are older in life, this may be your second or third marriage, and you're in love with a man who really is your heart. And that's what happened with Mr. Ernesto Williams. Ernesto Williams went to prison, unfortunately, for some really terrible things. And when it got to the point that he may not be coming out of jail, this is what Steve Harvey told her, according to her own mouth.
No, I just told Steve yesterday. Tosh was telling me I should tell him and all that stuff. And, you know, she was like, well, he's going to want to know. I said, well, if I don't tell him and he asks me, I'll just tell him because I just couldn't talk about it. I didn't know. I just didn't want to deal with it. I couldn't talk about it. He'll understand. So anyway, I just called him and I told him, and, you know, he was all right. He asked me if I needed anything, and, you know, I told him no, I was okay. I don't want to ask him for anything money-wise, but, you know, thank you for offering, and if I do need something, you know, I'll let him know.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what do you have to say about the whole situation?
He didn't have too much to say. He just said, you know, find out everything that I could, and depending on the outcome, I got to start moving forward with my life. That's, you know, and I said, yeah, I know. I'm going to start looking for a place on Monday. I mean, you know, yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. So that means that he's saying that I'm guilty. That's basically what he's saying.
Well, no, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. He just said that you gotta, you know, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. You just gotta make sure you got your stuff together, and, you know, you still gotta move forward. That's all he said. He didn't say you were guilty. He didn't say any of that.
Oh.
I mean, he might feel that way, but that's not what he said.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
And it's, I mean, you know, I said it's okay. If the truth will come out, you know, the truth will come out.
Right. I mean, I've seen all that. I've seen your boss go through a lot of shit too. Still standing. I've definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't being judgmental. He didn't judge or anything, not to my face anyway. You know, I've never gone through anything like this before, ever. You know, ever. You know, my name in the papers associated with crimes and all this kind of stuff.
But despite the advice Steve Harvey gave her, she still kept pressing on. She was still being a faithful wife. She was still being a faithful lover. She was probably even paying for his lawyer fees and defense fees and all of that, still sending money on his books. Because, hey, that's what a faithful wife or husband does. They don't just give up on you because you're in a lot of trouble. Nope, they're gonna stick it through. And that's exactly what I saw the sister doing. But a lot of times, a lot of brothers and sisters, we use people for their kindness, and we could take advantage of them. And this is exactly what Ernesto Williams did. He didn't show this lady any respect because he got caught up talking to a side chick about this.
How I say, what?
Can you hear me now?
I hear you now.
The communication with you is less harder because I can't email.
Hello.
Yeah, so I got to figure it out.
But you can actually get mail there.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, you can get mail there. I can send you mail.
Pictures and all that too?
Yeah, there's no Polaroid.
Okay, well, I'm good with that then. Send me the same ones you sent me then. I'm good with that. Especially one with that tank top. I love that one. That's my favorite one.
Is that your favorite one?
Yeah, and the one you land in the bed, one picture in your bed.
Okay. My stalking picture.
Yeah. Because you took two, but if one is out there, it's my favorite. I think the one with the glasses, you had the glasses on. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
But I love
With the short hair?
Yeah, I like that. I like all of them, to be honest with you. I like all of them. But them pictures more important to me than the goddamn commissary, because they feed you good. Yeah.
Right. Oh, good.
Good portions. Shower better.
I'm glad you liking it over there better. That it's a better facility.
Yeah. But I will say this here. I sure miss myself some good ass pussy. I'm not gonna lie. Can't wait. Get that motherfucker primed up, girl. Get that muffin right. Yeah, get that muffin right.
I'll be doing my exercises, my stretches.
Hey, I'm over here. At least I can get the pictures to my hand of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that. I'm excited about that part. So I gotta get me some stamps so I can write you back. So I got plenty of time to do that in here. I'm trying now, but I'm glad I went through what I went through. So the communication I enjoy the communication with me and you every day, time to day.
Right.
I like that. That could have passed my time with. Because if I'm up all night, I can read your letters all night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then I can take time to respond back.
Ah, look at you.
Yeah. I missed that part now. Because that made my time go by so quick like that. So how many pictures there, Lois?
I don't know. I'll send as many as I can.
Well, I don't know. Well, yeah.
You only need 5. I mean, that's all you need, 5.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
We don't have any together, so you know.
Yeah. No, we're gonna have plenty together. Don't you worry about that shit. Don't you worry about that. All that good shit. I already know that shit coming. I'm not worrying about that. I just tell you, I appreciate you for everything. I really appreciate you. You ain't have no clue. This is a man dream, for real.
For real?
Yeah, no, for real. The picture you sent me, I love that one you in the bed now. But you took 2 on one awkward, but one is the best.
I will send you that one, and the one with the tank top.
I love that one. I like the one with the glasses with the short hair. I like that one too.
Okay.
I like the one with the big braids. I love that one too.
Oh, the braids?
Yeah, I love that one too. That shit. You're a pretty motherfucking woman now. You're very pretty. You're just unique. Got a unique style.
Like we just met though. You've known me for what, almost 2 years.
Yeah, but don't play with me.
That's you.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is?
This your first time seeing me?
No, I mean, I understand when you be like, man, look here, man, it's something, just move out your way. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I understand because you got that same goddamn aura about yourself. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at you as a female, that's all.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're a threat. Motherfuckers want to be your side. Them titties so goddamn pretty. That shit is ridiculous. Thank you for allowing me to be the first motherfucking touch them pretty motherfuckers out. Thank you so very much.
That's pretty crazy.
What?
You're welcome. But you're welcome. You're welcome.
Hey, for real.
And I like the fact that you appreciate them.
Yeah, I do.
Money well spent.
Yeah, I do. I appreciate it.
Money well spent.
Yeah. Sure do. Okay, love.
Okay. Well, call me tomorrow.
Okay, love you there, sweetheart. I thank you so very much. Keep the game and stay out the way.
I'll stay out the way.
When that thing get hot, just pat it. That's all you got to do.
I take showers now. Thank you.
I saw that in your text. I saw that.
Right.
In your text. Yeah, I saw. I got to take a shower.
And so when these calls became public information, it got so bad that she had to address this with Steve Harvey and give an apology. Now, for me, I don't think she said anything that was out of the ordinary to Steve Harvey, but just for the fact that it got out there and people heard it, that's why she had to get in front of it. But I want you to listen to what she says about her estranged husband.
So back to what I was saying, I had to tell you, he was in jail. It was going to come out. I didn't want you to hear it from anyone else. I wanted you to hear it from me because I knew once the police and everyone, got involved, and they were already involved, and they found out who his wife was and who she worked with and all of that, and that's you, Steve Harvey, it would become, a real big story because it's your name. And like I told you, Steve, when I called you, I didn't want to call you. I mean, I was embarrassed. I was hurt. I felt so stupid and, I felt betrayed, humiliated, it was just terrible. I mean, I kept saying to myself, how is this my life? You know, police and jail and all of this. It was just something that I didn't, you know, I'd never experienced anything like this. The police came, they took my car. I was at the salon getting my hair done. They rolled up, took my car. I was telling him about my day, this particular day, and that was the day we were talking about, you know, on the phone when I said those things about you and the things that you heard and the world heard. And cut to today, I haven't spoken to him in quite some time. Divorce proceedings are underway.
You see, now she's filing for divorce, and the man left her no other recourse. After being embarrassed like that, what can she do? This is the very same situation like, you know, Nia Long and Ime Udoka, because while your wife is there sending you money to, you know, do things, you're in prison, which is already embarrassing for some pretty egregious charges that I don't want to talk about. You are there entertaining a young woman, talking about how you're going to give her babies and what you're going to do to her once you get out of prison. And so now that woman is going to leave you, and that woman who was, you know, invested in you getting out, maybe helping you do certain things financially, now you'll be depending on the other woman, the side chick, who may or may not still be in your life. And this is what has caused a wake-up call. All of this was because Shirley Strawberry ended up picking the wrong man. If she never picked a guy like that, that guy may never be in jail, and in these conversations we would have never heard, and she would have never been embarrassed. But she wanted to be married. She wanted to be in love. There's a striking thing here that I want to talk about: the age difference. Now, I've always talked about this on my channel. Whenever there's an age difference between a man and a woman, and a man is older than a woman, that is normal. But whenever a woman is older than a man, it can be abnormal and it can work, but it generally means something is wrong. Not all the times, but again, when you look at this, it can mean something is wrong. And one thing that I've noticed is that this is an 11-year difference. Right now, she's 70, he's 59. And another alarming thing I've also noticed was that she makes a lot more money than what he does. She seems to be the more successful person. So what does that mean to me? What does it tell me? It means that, and she's not ugly by any means, she's still an attractive lady, but possibly he's attracted to some other woman that most likely is younger than him. And so she's the lady that's taking care of things, and he's really not with her because he loves her. He's with her for what she can do for him. And that's when her Negro wake-up call truly happened, because she figured out, this guy is using me, but it's just not now, boo. He's always been using you. And sometimes you gotta fall out of love to understand that the person that you're dealing with don't love you. And for many of us, that's our Negro wake-up call. You see, we spend a lot of time investing in the people and caring about people who don't show any level of parity. They don't care. They're not trying to care. It doesn't matter to them about anything. And when they show us things like this, we need to show them that same energy back, because life is too short to be around people who A, don't respect you, and 2, they don't give a damn. So you shouldn't give a damn either. Let those Pookies and Ray Rays in prison take care of them, and that side chick on the phone. That's a good way he can deal with it. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. We're out.